Hey everybody, Dustin Dale's back here. I'm at the Funny Bone Comedy Club right now. I'm hanging out. We got a cool comic in town this weekend. His name's James Johann. Please welcome him to Omaha. How you doing, bud?
Oh, nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
No problem. You been to Omaha before?
Oh yeah, this is one of the earliest clubs I ever worked. I've been coming to this club for 15 years. Colleen, who runs the Funny Bone here, she took me under her wing when I was about 20 years old, and she's been coming here ever since. So.
Wow, 20 years old. That's when you first got here, huh?
Yeah, I've been doing it a long time. I've been doing it longer than I like to admit. But yeah, the Funny Bone in Omaha, one of the best clubs in the country, and man, it's just a pleasure to work it every time I come here. So.
Do you remember the first time you came here? Like, do you remember the set, the crowd? Do you remember all that?
Well, I don't remember the set so much. Well, I used to be over on 114th and Dodge in the old building, and boy, we had some good times in there. Some stuff I can't talk about on television, but yeah, man, it's been it's one of those clubs. It's just I do it every year, every other year maybe, but it's always a staple of my tour schedule because I love Omaha. It's like my second home. So just being from Kansas City, I'm only a few miles down the street, so that's pretty cool.
Now, I know one of the tours that you've done a lot of in the past is the Blue Collar Tour. Larry and Jeff and all those guys. Larry's a local guy. Do you have a chance to catch up with him very often when you come to town?
Time before last I was here, we went out and did some things with Larry, went over to his house and stuff, and I toured with him for about 2 years. Lived on a tour bus with Larry the Cable Guy, which is an interesting experience if you get to do it. I mean, there was a lot of Green Acres. We watched a lot of Green Acres and ate a lot of cheese curds. I've never seen any people eat so many cheese curds. But Larry, I toured with him and Jeff Foxworthy for a couple years, Ron White, and Colleen also was instrumental in helping me get on with those guys. So, I've opened up for those guys, and that was some of the best shows of my life, big theaters and stuff. So, and now I'm just kind of back on my own doing the clubs, and I'm happy. I'd like to trade Larry Cable Guy bank accounts, but other than that,
I think that makes two of us.
His kid's playroom was bigger than my whole apartment, man. It was crazy. So.
Now, going on right now, there's a big basketball tournament. I know you're from Kansas City. Are you pulling for Kansas at all? Or?
I guess so. I don't follow sports that much. I'm just too busy to run around, and it's hard to be loyal to anybody when I'm all over the place. But, if Kansas can win, I'm all for that. We had the Royals. Oh, I don't have my Royals hat on tonight, but KC Royals, world champions. That made me proud. I was a little bit bummed out when the Royals won the World Series because I've kind of felt like them. We never won. We hadn't done anything cool since '85, and now they're cooler than me again. So, but yeah, I always pull for local team if I can. So yeah, I guess.
Now another big thing happening this weekend is there's a big movie coming out, Batman vs Superman. Do you ever get into the superhero stuff?
When I was a kid, I was more of a Batman guy.
Yeah?
I like Superman, but Batman was always my hero. But my top was Spider-Man, so Spider-Man's always. But yeah, me and the other comedian Doug Thompson, who will be here this week, very funny guy. We'll probably sneak out and see that this week because that sounds like something good to do.
If you could have a superpower, do you know what it would be?
Any superpower?
Any superpower.
I would say I'd have to go with like some invisibility or something cool. Something like that. That'd be cool. Or some laser eyes. Laser eyes would never be bad, especially in traffic. Just laser eyes would be great.
I haven't thought about that. This is a good one. I like that. Now, how can people keep in touch with you?
My best way to stay in touch with me, get on Facebook. You can look up my name, James Johann, Johann, or also I have a fan page. It's called Rural Genius, Rural Genius. I'm kind of a Dr. Phil Billy. I try to help people out and stuff. So Rural Genius Facebook page or James Johann is more my regular page. So I encourage everybody to sign up, and I'm always trying to be funny on there. So it's free, So hey,
he's in here all the way through Saturday. Make sure you check him out. It's 168th and Dodge, Funny Bone Comedy Club. Make sure you hit him up on his social media. Follow him as he goes. Thank you very much for hanging out with me for a bit, man.
Sure, man. I appreciate it.
Take care, guys.